Welcome back to the first one up. I am your host, Bosco Shima. It is a pleasure to have you guys here again. Today, I have a friend, a brother, somebody I came into college with. It's a special guest. I always say special guest, but he means a lot to me. We've grown up together in these past 2 semesters. And today we have Joseph.
Hey, bro. Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you for coming
sure.
on, man. First and foremost, can you introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah, so my name is Joseph. I'm 19, freshman at Bentley University. I study marketing. I got 2 businesses, one clothing brand, Answer Critics, and High Rise, shout out High Rise, creative agency, or now like a little content group, I guess you could
Of
say.
course. Thank you so much for coming on, man. How have you, like, we always ask these questions, but how are you here? How are you in college? Like, what's your journey? Where you come from,
Yeah.
struggles. Yeah.
All right, so I'm from Boston.
Right.
I don't know if I said that already, but I'm Dominican as well. So like my family has always been there to support me. My mom raised me like my dad's always been in my life, even though he hasn't been in the house very much. He was always like driving me back and forth to school.
Okay.
He's always calling me every single day. Like
Mm-hmm.
my family raised me really great. So I kind of just wanted to make sure like I showed them and myself, if that makes sense. I want to get a business school like this was perfect for me because
Right.
like I started my brand back in 2022.
Right.
So like just like getting here to grind, like working every day. Really.
Of course. No, like, so do you feel like you felt pressured to succeed or to go somewhere because of your family situation? Do you feel like that played a big part?
Um, I wouldn't say it was a big part.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's more of a thing that I kind of came into like both school and like my whole mindset by myself.
Of course.
Like they didn't really install that into me. I kind of brought that to myself. If that makes sense. Like my brother, I have an older brother.
Oh,
I
okay.
have 2 older brothers, but one of them is in Spain.
Bro, I did not know this.
Yeah. Like he's a great student, like straight A student. He went to like one of the best schools in Boston. Great guy. He's always reading books, like for real, like. But they like, I kind of just want to make it out for myself, if that makes sense. But like also for my family, of course. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
don't know.
no, just it's crazy because now we don't talk as often because we're both like busy people.
Yeah.
But I did not know that you had a brother. That's crazy. I did
Yeah,
not know.
I got 2 brothers and a sister.
That's crazy. That's a sign to talk to your friends more. But what is it? Oh, I'm like, no, let's just like, bro, we're friends. We don't have to, make it weird. But what is it called? How was the first like 2 semesters gone for you?
It's been good. Like I tell everyone, like school life has been life, you know what I'm saying? School, it's low key easy if you put your foot forward. Um, like I didn't really struggle too much. Low key, I struggled at the beginning a little bit, but like just getting used to things, like scheduling stuff. Like I remember writing one of my first papers here, and it was talking about how like you only have 24 hours in a day. So just making sure you use that time wisely, making sure you use all that time like to get 1% better, like you know what I'm saying. So
Right.
so I would say it's pretty good. Like I got my friends here, my family loves it, I love it. Like I think there's a lot of opportunities here as well. Like I'm trying to definitely use my time wisely here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Same thing. It was a struggle at first, like coming into college, like Miller first floor. It was we wouldn't sleep or just be out
Bro, you be
talking,
chatting in the
just
hallway.
just talking about random stuff. But I think now, as you can see, gradually everybody like in our group or circle of friends like is gradually just like in their own lane, and it's bittersweet because we all used to hang out, but now we barely like hang out or like because everybody's just so focused on like their own venture and whatnot. Do you think like that creates distance amongst like friends? And also, do you think it's good or is it okay?
What like
Like
just people going their separate ways?
yes, because but not like because they like want to like, but because they have to. Like we're in college, is every man for themselves. Like you
Like
gotta
everyone's
study
busy.
for that exam. Do you think it's bad or like?
I mean, like, I don't think it's bad. necessarily. I think people just like naturally just stray away from each other. Like I'm not to be like a Debbie Downer or whatever they
Uh-huh.
call it, but like
Right.
in 30 years, like I'm probably not gonna talk to you OD crazy like, yo, Bosco, bro, where you at? Like I'm in the hallway right now, yo, let's go get Harry's or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll probably hit you once and then like I'm gonna have a family, I'm gonna have all these other like things I gotta take care of. Like so I feel like it's just like natural. People need to do their own things, exactly split ways. Like
Yeah, I think people out there like also like need to understand like yeah, it's life. Like you're not always gonna be buddy
exactly.
buddy or always together like every time.
And that don't mean like we're not friends or nothing. Like, you know, you still my brother, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's crazy because some people do make it weird though. Like some people, if they don't see, oh, you don't talk to me no more, like yo,
right.
I got things going on right here. Like I'm busy. I got this things I need to work on. So I can't really understand. So go ahead.
Let me say this though. I was literally just talking about this the other day with one of my people from High Rise, Tyler. Like I'm not really the type of person to go out and reach out to someone if that like I don't know if that's a bad thing. That's something I need to work on. I feel like because that's like a loss of opportunities.
Right.
But I don't really like text people like yo, what's up or like hey how you doing sometimes. You get what I'm saying? And like you said, some might take that as a negative thing, but I don't really see nothing in that. And it's like if I see you, I'm still gonna like mess with you, bro. Like I'm still gonna dap you up. I'm still gonna chat to you, like. But that like just because I don't text you or whatever, like talk to you sometimes, don't mean that I'm not messing with you. You know what I mean?
Okay, but you can see how in retrospect like it's wrong, right? Or like it seems bad.
Yeah,
It's like,
like
yeah,
perception.
yeah, because like if I don't hear you for like the whole summer, I'm like, oh my god, what is he on? You know?
Yeah.
No, but I understand. But like Joseph, like we're both first gen. But what does like first gen mean to you? Like what is it being a
Um,
first gen?
my parents, like I said, we're Dominican, so they came from DR actually when I was younger. Um, I mean, like my dad, he never went to school. He always tells me the story how he came here instead of going to school pursuing his education or whatever. My mom did do an associate's, but that still means I'm first gen because she didn't actually like do the 4 years or whatever. Being first gen is just like it's like I like I like to think like I made it in a sense. Like I'm not there yet, and I know there's still a lot of more like steps to get to, but just being proud. Like I didn't have these resources that a lot of other people don't have, and I'm at the place where I am now. Like I'm so grateful that I'm here, like talking to you right now, at this school, having all these opportunities.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a virtue that we talk about here a lot, just being grateful for where we are and
For
whatnot.
sure.
And the reason why I asked you that because I think it ties into my next question. It's like, yo, you're in college and you have two businesses, and I know like it may seem like everybody is should have a business, but that's not what we're pushing at all. But it's just that I find it fascinating and interesting that you have two businesses at such a young age, and personally, from what I know from you, like you're managing them very well. Like, can you talk to us about that? What came about? What inspired you to make a clothing brand first, and then to the agency?
Yeah, like I'm gonna be real. I started my brand in 2022, December 2022. I was a sophomore in high school. I really wanted to start my brand since 2020, like back during COVID, because I was on TikTok. I seen a bunch of people like started making clothing brands and stuff. I was like, yo, this is fire. Like I really want to do this myself. And I always had like a passion for shoes as well. So like even before COVID, I love sneakers. I love Jordans. I love LeBrons. I love KDs. Like um, getting into shoes. I started reselling shoes actually. That's how I like started getting into like the business side of it, I guess you could say. But yeah, so I started reselling shoes. I was like, okay, let me mix these passions. Like, boom, clothing, shoes, selling shoes. Like, I started my own brand, and yeah, like that's where that came from, at
That's where
least.
that came from. Okay, and then how did you scale that? You started a clothing brand. Like, what mindset did you go? Because obviously, not everybody can be successful in a sort of business. Respectfully speaking, in some ways it was saturated because you said TikTok,
Yeah.
everybody was making clothing
Yeah.
brand. So how did you go into it with like, why mine's gonna be different and this is the mindset I'm going with?
Yeah, I mean, at first, like I said, like at first, I really wasn't doing anything different. Like I kind of just started making stuff that I wanted to wear. I started making stuff that I thought was cool. I took a lot of inspiration at the beginning from like Spider, like Young Thug's brand. Like I was designing like clothes that looked just like his. I was like, I don't know, but really just my own like liking in clothing. I was just replicating that into my own brand. So yeah, that's that.
Oh, no, that's amazing. I think it's so hard to start a business or to just start something, and I commend you for having the courage to just go into it without knowing anything, and just doing that, doing whatever you wanted to wear, and instead of just going for what the media wanted. So, and then you jumped into agency, and what is that about? Like,
Yeah, so I could talk a little bit more about this. I didn't start the business.
okay,
I'm kind of like I guess you could say I'm an owner now. But my boy Preston, and Brill, shout out them, great guys. They started it by themselves, and at first it wasn't a business. It was just a group of friends. Like they literally just added me to an Instagram group chat. I never met these kids before, by the way. They just added me to an Instagram group chat. They was like, "Yo, we got some big project like we want to do. Like we want you to be a part of it." And at first I was kind of like, bro, I don't really know y'all. Like it's whatever. Like okay, like what's up? But I wasn't really like as passionate as about it as I am now, which is funny. But like yeah, at first it was just a content group. Now it's then it started getting more serious once we started like posting more videos, started getting traction. Brands started hitting us up like, yo, like you want a model for my brand, and then it was like, yo, we could really make some money off this. So eventually we like did that. We turned it into like a little creative agency, doing stuff for like local businesses, like providing models, like studio sessions, content packages and stuff like that, like graphic design, all this stuff. Like everyone in the group is talented in their own way, bro, and I love them for sure. But now, it's not really like we kind of hit a wall recently. I'm gonna be honest.
what do you mean? What did you hit?
Um, we kind of just got like everyone, like you said earlier, everyone kind of started getting their own way. Everyone's busy. Some of us were like seniors in high school. Some of us just started college. We were getting used to our own environments and stuff. You know how sometimes you don't want to wake up and do like your interviews or your TikTok sometimes. Like, we just got fatigued and we're picking it up now.
Okay.
Again. But we're less as a creative agency now. We're more just like
Partners,
like just a group. Like if we're just gonna post whatever we want, like highlight the community, highlight Boston, highlight the city, like making sure everyone is getting praised the way they should be getting praised.
Right. In this world of today, a lot of kids are turning more to content creation, clothing brand, doing TikTok, like drop shipping. What do you think is the future of content creation? Like as a person who so does it, and you're with a lot of people who do it. So what do you think is the future? Like why do you think so many kids are going into this like world?
I think people just think it's pretty, like it's accessible. Everyone's on social media, like everyone's on TikTok, everyone's on YouTube, everyone's on Instagram. Everyone has this big database of knowledge. Like you could start any business if you wanted to. Just search up on Google how to start this, and you'll literally find a step-by-step tutorial on how to do it. That's like what you said earlier, how clothing brands are beginning to get saturated. Like everyone can start their clothing brand. It's easy to start, but it's not easy to start being consistent and start like getting into that mindset where it's like, okay, this isn't just a business. This is a real thing that I want to do mentally and physically. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I think social media, respectfully speaking, I think it's the future of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mark my words. I think if you don't know how to use social media in the next like 10, 15 years, you're going to be left behind. But I think it could be used because social media is a negative place. We all agree. It's a negative place, but I think we can use it in a positive way. I think social media should be used to create impact, value to people's lives, and that's how businesses are created for. You know, I think here our school, our president here, shout out to him. Like I think there's a quote. I think I posted it. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I posted it, and it was about just like business is used to solve the problems that humans cannot solve. You know, human problems. So I just believe like social media is the future of tomorrow. Everybody should get social media, create a personal brand. Like as a person who has a personal brand, what are some opportunities? Like be honest, that have come in your way that you have not gotten, had it not you been a person with a clothing brand.
Yeah, I mean, I can answer that, but I just wanted to say, like, what you're doing is great. Like, not everyone's doing what you're doing,
Thank
bro.
you.
And I genuinely get inspired by you. Like, when I scroll and I see, like, hey, it's a good day. It's a beautiful day outside. Like, make sure you go get your sun and stay consistent. Like you help a lot of people, bro. And that's exactly what you're doing. Like, what you just said, you're doing it. So
Thank you. No, honestly, thank you so much. Like you
for real,
don't.
like,
No, I appreciate you saying
serious,
that. Like, we're
bro.
talking. Like no cameras, but like I wanna. Like, he really inspires me as well, cause you know I'll come to your door and I'm like, yo, I don't feel like doing this, you know. And I think that's what we need in the community of like people chasing their dreams. You need friends who are gonna like be like, yo, keep going. Like I love what you're doing, keep going. Because if we don't have that, bro, we have nothing. Like you'll never get anywhere without a team, without people to help you elevate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but thank you so much. I appreciate you though.
For sure.
But the question, I want to go back to that. You want me to repeat it?
I got it.
All right.
So opportunities that come my way because of social media. I mean, like, you know, businesses have came up to me and was like, "Hey, we'll pay you if you want to, if you can like post a video about this or this store." Like, I've been doing some like thrift store reviews on TikTok recently.
No, I've
I've
seen
been
them.
going like shopping, you know, and like some like an NBA stylist has reached out to me because of the work I've put out. And I got my clothes on like some NBA player, like, bro.
Can you say the name the NBA players who wear your clothes?
So I've gotten Obi Toppin in my like IE Sailor pants. Put that on. Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to Preston too. I got Peyton Pritchard in my pants, but I don't know if he ever wore it. I got Jordan Walsh in my pants too on the Celtics. Yeah, just a few NBA players. Hopefully, more in the future.
Wow.
There's a lot of opportunities that can come from social media. Like my girlfriend, she's gotten a lot of opportunities just recently. Like, and I'm proud of her too. Like, you're gonna get some stuff too, bro. I promise you will, bro, for sure.
Thank you so much. No, that's amazing. And I think also to our parents who don't understand social media, like I'll get a call from my mom and she's like, Bosco,
What's this video? What does this mean?
what are you doing? What is this? Like, are you is your grades good? You know what I'm saying? But not to go backwards, but yeah, social media is the future of tomorrow, and I think we should like people out there should utilize it and like really like use it to create an impact and also just chase their dreams and whatever it is. Cause bro,
Positive, man.
yeah, I've met so many people here at school who want to do content creation or say whatever they think, but they're so afraid. Do you like? How do you conquer that fear? How did you conquer that fear of posting or like of being on social media?
Honestly, like, I was never scared of what people really had to say about me or like what they had to say about the stuff I post on like the internet or whatever. Like, before my brand, I was on TikTok just posting videos of me like being funny and stuff, like, and that's how I got this like big following on TikTok. But for some reason I just never really had that mindset. I think it was probably the school I came from, like my elementary and my preschool. Obviously my family too. Like I never was in that like community, I guess you could say, where people just hated on each other. And I'm like very blessed to be in those positions.
Right.
So I feel like it was just the way I was raised.
Right.
I don't know.
And then also, I want to touch upon a little. I want to pinpoint something. You said at first you started posting funny videos, right? And you, from what it seems, you realize like that's not what you want to be in life with the videos or your image online. Can you talk to me about that shift that you made from
Yeah.
posting funny content to actually posting content that's helpful and promoting your brand, other brands? Where did that shift and why?
I mean, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, posting funny vids, like you can't do nothing with that. Like, oh, you're gonna ruin your future, da da da, whatever. Like, you could do whatever you want. Me personally, though, I just stopped posting these like relatable, funny content videos just because I got tired of it. Like I stopped posting these videos. A couple months go by, and it's like, okay, well, now I have a brand. Now, what else do I post? Let me post about my brand. Let me post about stuff that I need to do to further my career. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Hey man,
yeah,
yeah, no, that's what I'm doing too. I realized because we talked about this off camera as well. Like, I was struggling to find like, what do I post on my TikTok, or what do I like? Why not just
yeah, I
post what
remember
I'm
you
doing? You know what I'm
asking me.
saying? Why not just post me building this brand of young youth chasing their dreams
Yeah.
and a place to have a conversation like this. I think it's important to have a conversation about growth and what we've experienced. Like from you, like I've learned a lot as being like just not caring what people say because you told me once, I think, I don't know if it was, I came to you and I was like, yo, is this corny? You were like, just post it. Just post it. Like don't even think about what, just post it. I think that spoke to me a lot. But a question I want to ask you is, we always ask this, like, where do you want to be? Like, what's the goal? What's the goal that Joseph, like, once I get here, I'm good. Like,
Damn.
or what's the dream? Like,
The dream,
yeah.
the dream is definitely take care of my family. One, take care of my family, take care of myself, make sure I'm happy. Two, give back to the people who like gave into me. So whether that's like my community, like Dorchester, Boston, like I want to make sure I leave this earth inspiring people. Even if it's just one person, like I want to make sure people will see the work I've put in, see like my mentality, my mindset, and kind of gain something from that. Um, yeah, like, and I low-key want to ask this question to you now.
Of course.
What do you think success looks like, and where do you want to be, and like when you eventually, like
Finish
finish?
everything.
Yeah.
No, thank you for that's a good question. That's a good question. I don't think anybody has ever asked me what I wanted to do. I guess I've kind of touched upon it in everything I've done subtly. I want to create an impact. I want to live a legacy. And that goes without saying. Like I want to take care of my mom, my family.
Of course.
But I really, like, I want to, like, Eddie Murphy once said this. We have 75 summers. If we're lucky. No, but I truly do mean that. Like, I think we have not that much time here on this earth. I feel like we pay rent here. You know what I'm saying? We should treat Earth nice. But I want to leave here with an impact. I want to help people as many as I can. And as long as it's one person who I have inspired and they go and inspire more and more, like a
Right.
ripple effect, I'll be satisfied. So, yeah, like, I don't really care for the rewards because I believe God rewards those who work for Him and those who put in the work. So rewards are gonna come, but right now it's just about impact and obviously uplifting our community and like the youth in our like this generation, bro. Because respectfully speaking, I feel like we're not the best generation. Respectfully, like I feel like we're in a slippery slope, and I feel like if I can help show them or show anybody, like, we don't have to live life this way. We can have this mentality. We can reach our dreams. I think that's my goal in life.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I'm gonna get there,
No,
but I'm just doing what I can.
That's something that's kind of one of the reasons why I was low key like scared to come on this podcast, bro, because I know you was gonna ask me some deep questions, right? And I feel like I don't really know myself that much. Where it's like, yeah, where do you want to be when you leave this earth? Like, what's the legacy you want to leave behind? I'm someone who kind of just goes with the flow. And those questions don't really come up in my head when I'm by myself. And I don't know why that is, honestly. So that's something I kind of like, I just want to do more self-reflection. So coming on here is low-key good. Like, it's a benefit. Like,
Thank
I'm
you,
kind
bro.
of like like I said, like just reflecting on myself and yeah, just thinking
No,
about
thank you for
everything.
sharing that, and I appreciate that you sharing that this is helpful for you,
No,
like
for sure.
reflecting on yourself and like really thinking about like, okay, what do I actually want to do now, like, or where do I see my life going? Because I think, respectfully, again, like we as men or as young guys here in college, like we don't really take time in our lives or like to sit down like, yo, like really, like what's the goal, like,
Yeah.
because we have 4 years here, we can party and do this and that, but like when it's all said and done, you look back, like what did I accomplish? You know what I'm saying? What did I accomplish? Where did I go? And
Yeah,
so
for
I think
sure.
it's important to like self-reflect and like one thing I want to tell you as well, like you're doing an amazing thing, and don't forget that. You might not
Thank
see
you,
it. You
bro.
might, of course, you might not have see a vision. You might not see where you're going, but each day move forward, you step, and that's one thing I want to commend you for as well, because you're a guy who takes things at ease. Like you just, because I never seen you stressed about no homework, no exam, no nothing. I'm like, yo, I do have the same exam I have. Because why are you not stressing? But I kind of like got to understand that you just like go with the flow and you just,
Yeah.
and that's an amazing thing. Like that's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when push comes to shove, you show up. You show up to study sessions. You show up to the exam day. So I
Yeah.
think you're doing an amazing job, and like it's not a problem that you don't think about it. But I would advise like do some self reflection about what you want, because when you have a vision, then you're gonna go 10 times hard. You know.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
But yeah, but what do you think? What do you think you're building right now in your life beyond money, beyond success, or like what do you like? I can kind of answer. I can go first.
Yeah.
I think what I'm building, that beyond money and success, is character. Um, to operate things like this, you gotta work on time management. You gotta work on networking. You gotta work to be brave, bold, and speak up, and not be afraid. Like social media is a really hard place. Like people don't really understand that, but I'm willing to put my face out there and talk about what I want to talk about, and showcase other talents and peers like-minded like as me. So I think that's what I'm creating that goes far beyond money and success. So what do you think?
Um, I'm gonna piggyback off your answer. Actually, like I kind of agree. Like in the sense where I'm trying to just build myself, make sure I'm a good person, make sure I'm a good man. Like building those relationships, like creating stronger bonds, even like friendships with family, myself. Like how we're talking about self reflection, like relationships, everything. Really like just making sure everyone is okay, everyone's happy. Being happy, that's one big thing. Like
Right.
yeah, like I'm
No.
just honestly like
Same.
same as you.
Exactly. No, no. Amen. Amen. And I think that's an important thing. But Joseph, I know you personally. You manage a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Let's get to the nitty gritty.
Man.
how, how do you manage being a student, business owner, and as I know that you're in a relationship, and I always ask people who like because we have other guests who are in your exact position. How do you manage all that and have time for yourself?
You can't.
You can't manage
You
it.
can't manage it.
So how do
You just got to do it. You can't manage it.
talk to me more about that?
You now this is probably something that I need to work on as well. You know what I'm saying? No, you can actually manage it for sure. But me personally, I just go with the flow. Like I don't really know how to
Like-
answer that, to be honest. I go with the flow. I do my work. I make sure I try and get everything done. I like to make maybe like a
Nope.
to-do list or something. Make sure I get what I need to get done that day. I kind of look at the week as like a 7-game series. Like, and in the NBA, like playoffs or whatever, like how it's like 7 games. Game 1 is Monday. Game 7 is Sunday. Make sure I win that game, that series, so I can make it to the finals or something. Like I like to view it every day as like just one day where I could just get better. Make sure I did good.
Bro, that must be the most like I never heard of that, but I like it. It makes sense. I wanna like It's a game series.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So how do you like? So you just see as game. So meaning prioritize work, your relationship with your significant other, prioritize that as well.
Yeah.
And with branding and your stuff, how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna be completely
You
honest. Like,
schedule it.
I should schedule it. I haven't really been locked in when it comes to my clothing brand recently, and that's because I'm not gonna sit here and make excuses, but school really, like, school. I just got a new job.
Congrats.
Thank you. Like, a lot of that has been taking my time recently, so I haven't really gone to get to my business, and that's what I'm saying when I say, like, which is half true, that you can't really manage it. Excuse me, you can't really manage it.
Right.
Like, there's just, like I said earlier, 24 hours in a day. Like, you gotta just keep doing it. Even if you can't get to a certain thing, you know you have tomorrow. You know, um, like, this thing isn't gonna run away from you. This opportunity, it might, like, the door might close, but there's another door that's gonna open.
Amen. Oh no, thank you. No, I appreciate that, and I agree. As in
And I don't
terms
know
of,
if that answered that question for
huh?
you. I don't even know if that answered the
No, no,
question
you
for you.
answered it, and that's why it leads to my next question. Is like, what would you say to somebody out there who's in your same position, who's like, I just go with the flow, and I haven't been locked in, but like, what should I do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what have you been like able to like your cushion? Like, even though I'm like, I'm going with the flow and I'm like slacking a little bit, I can still bounce back. So what's that like? Can you tell like?
I got you. Having a routine definitely helps. I think that's one of the biggest reasons on why I've been not to say like I've been super successful or whatever, but like successful in terms of
Yeah, your brand and everything.
and like just this year being in school in a new environment. Like I wake up at a certain time, get out of class at a certain time, eat at a certain time, go to the gym at a certain time, go to sleep like around a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Do
Yeah.
my work around a certain time. Making sure you have that set schedule kind of makes you lock in. It balances you. Trying to stay off TikTok or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Making sure the distractions get like leave your system or whatever. I think that's something that you could definitely take with you, like making those schedules, and doing it however works for you. Like, my schedule might not be the same schedule as yours. You get what I'm saying? I'm yeah.
No, I
Setting
appreciate
a
that.
schedule.
No, I think that's something I've talked about as well. Set your schedule because we don't fall. I don't know how that saying goes. I forgot. But you fall to the system that you put in place. So if you don't have a system, you're gonna crumble to the ground. But listen, Joseph, like you're my friend, and I appreciate you everything that you do. I see you. You know what I'm saying? You're grinding every day. It is a pleasure to talk to you, and I hope this helped, because it helped me, because you know you encouraged me to keep going, and you appreciate what I'm doing. Just like I appreciate you for being here, and so
Of course, man.
what is something that you wanna, one piece of advice you want to tell our audience, our peers out there, if they're going through similar situations, if they own a clothing brand, a company, a brand, if they're in college, they're struggling to, you know, what's one piece of advice that you would give them? And you can look at the camera when you say that.
All right. I'm gonna give this piece of advice that I give literally anybody that asks me for advice. The hardest part is starting. And that doesn't mean like just starting your business or whatever, starting your homework. That means starting to get into that schedule, starting to, like, for me in my case, starting that design, starting the gym journey, starting to eat healthy, starting to talk with your friends about a certain thing that you guys love. Everything is important, and that one small step could help you begin something that's even bigger and like that longer journey. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, no, thank you so much. That was good. And not to piggyback off you, but it's when you're starting, it's the hardest thing to start.
Exactly.
Imagine
That's
starting an
literally what I said.
exam. Imagine starting when we're first driving.
Right.
It's the hardest thing to do.
When you
So
start doing it again, and then you like get used to it, you get that practice, you know, you get into routine.
right. Well, thank you so much, Joseph,
Of course,
for
bro.
being on.
Thank you for having me, bro. for
I
sure.
appreciate you, and obviously I hope we can do this again because you have a lot of stuff dropping. We're gonna put answer critics and what else? High Rise link below. It's High Rise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you so much for being on. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
You're amazing, and keep going.
Thank you, bro.
Of course, bro.
Yo,
Appreciate
let me know if I could come back for a part 2, bro.
Part 2, let you know.
Part 2, like, for sure.
Part 2, do a whole nother thing when you have stuff dropping. So yeah, thank you so
I
much,
really
bro.
like this, honestly.
Appreciate.